Rise and shine, maggots! You're here today to learn the ins and outs of melee heavy combat, and I promise each and every one of you sorry sons of bitches that you will learn. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir!
Good! Meet me in the projector room at 8 o'clock sharp.
And then I says to him, Johnny, you can't fucking fist.
Evening, maggots! Shut up and face forward.
Yes, sir!
I said shut up!
Hello there, sport. Hey, mister. What's wrong, buddy? I keep getting bullied because I can't play melee heavy. Well, sport, it's your lucky day. I'm here to teach you how. Really, mister? Of course. Let's start off with the basics. The main thing you need to remember are the 3 rules. R-A-W. Raw, like the meat that you chew on. R stands for run away from pyros. Pyros are your worst nightmares in melee heavy since they can air blast you away. Here is what not to do when encountering a pyro. As you can see, he just can't quite get to it. Here is an example of what to do when encountering a pyro. You see a pyro, let your heavily armed friends take care of them. Next, A stands for always stand your ground. Here is an example of what happens when you don't stand your ground. Since heavy is the slowest class, there is no way to escape on your own. Here is an example of what happens when you stand your ground. As you can see, I was able to secure the kill and have much more health as a result. Lastly, W stands for watch out for health kits. Assuming you have the steak sandwich equipped, or your food is on cooldown, health kits are the most consistent way of getting healed. In this example, the player didn't know where the health kits were. As you can see, right here, I took note of where the health kit was. Knowing the location of the health kit saved my life. Wow, thanks for the tips, mister. But what weapon should I use? I was just about to go there. On the topic of melee heavy loadouts, there are many variations. One thing that is similar between almost all of these is the buffalo steak sandwich. This slab of raw meat grants the user increased speed and guaranteed mini crits that do around 87 damage per hit. The damage increase may not seem like much, but it is enough to be able to two-shot pyros. The only other viable options for melee heavy are the sandwich, banana, and the Delocus bar. The sandwich heals all of your health back when you eat it, but given the 30-second cooldown, it is objectively the worst for melee heavy. The banana heals for 1/5 of your health and recharges in around 10 seconds. Finally, the Delocus bar gives you an extra 50 health when eaten, and it also heals you for 50 to 70 depending on if you've already eaten it. And it also recharges in 10 seconds. Personally, I think the Delocus bar is a good alternative to the steak sandwich, because it grants you 50 extra health and has just enough health in it to heal you in a pinch. When it comes to melee, the main options are stock, warrior spirit, or killing gloves of boxing. Anything else is not really suited for melee heavy. Stock is my personal favorite, as it has no upsides or downsides and does a consistent melee damage throughout the board. The Warrior's Spirit turns you into a glass cannon, as you deal 30% more damage with them, but take 30% more when they are equipped. When combined with the Steak Sandwich, the damage boosts up to 114, which is enough to 2-shot most classes and 3-shot the heavy. The Killing Gloves of Boxing grant guaranteed critical hits for 5 seconds after a melee kill. Thanks, mister, but what map should I play on? Great question, Sport! Based on my personal experience, the best map for melee heavy is Hightower, due to the fact that there are health kits placed well around the map. The best strategy for Hightower is to roam around these areas, use the health kits to your advantage, and always eat your steak. Thanks, mister. I think I can finally play melee heavy now. Good for you, kid, but remember that just because you aren't doing amazing doesn't mean that you're doing bad. The best advice I have to give you is, if your kills are lower than your deaths, you need to step up your game a little. If your kills and deaths are equal, you're doing great. And if your kills exceed your deaths, then you couldn't be doing better. Now get out there, Sport, and crack some skulls! Alright, so the rest of this video is just going to be me talking about shit that's been going on. So if you're only here for the Melee Heavy Guide, you can go, but I will say I'm also going to be revealing what I'm going to upload next. And after that, I've got this stuff planned out a little bit. But essentially why this took so long to release was because getting the individual clips with my friends was difficult, because most of the time not both of them were on. So I had to get that sorted out. But one day we just did all of them at once, or most of them, and then a few days later I figured out, oh gosh, I need to redo one of these ones because I forgot to hit the record button. And then I did redo it, and then it all went good. But other than that, things were about perfect. And I don't know why it truly did take so long. Oh wait, yes I do. It's because I have over 100 hours on Payday 2. Why is it so many? You may ask. Well, truthfully, there is no answer to that. But I don't know, man. Time flies, alright? Shit's fun. It's a very fun game. I highly recommend that you play it, if you have not already. But essentially, yes. And now it's time to get on to the rest of the future for, and by that I mean, like, what I'm going to upload next. Yes, sir. And I ordered my Valve Index a few weeks ago. I managed to save up enough money for it, and that's coming in on Monday. And I will upload a video on a certain VR Aperture hand game. That's going to be fun. And also, after that, I'm going to do a big thing. I figured out that FNAF VR has a DLC, and my mom also said that she would, that she's ready to hop back into FNAF VR. So I'm excited for that, man. That's about it. Peace.
Hey, hey.